Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. I make lifestyle and mom videos, so if you enjoy that kind of content, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. So I am currently 39 weeks pregnant with our second baby, a little girl. This is my second hospital birth. With my first birth, I hardly spent any time at all at the hospital before baby was born. I was only in my labor and delivery room for about 40 minutes. So needless to say, I didn't end up using very much at all of what I packed in my labor bag, and there was a lot of stuff in my bag that I had packed for our stay that I didn't end up using at all. So my hospital bags have much less in them this time around. So I have two bags this time. I have a labor bag and a postpartum bag. Notice I don't have a baby bag. That's because the baby hardly needs anything at all. I actually packed my diaper bag full of baby stuff with Dominic, my first baby, and we really didn't use any of it. So the couple things that I'll be using for baby, I'm putting into my suitcase, and my husband is actually going to be sharing this suitcase with me as well. I'll start with what's in my labor bag. First, and super important, is our stem cell kit. We're going to be banking our baby's umbilical cord blood and tissue. So this is super important. We will give this to a nurse who will be in charge of collecting it, and then my husband will call the courier who will come and pick everything up pretty soon after the baby is born. I'm packing my own gown rather than a hospital gown. This is the same one that I used with Dominic. It's really soft, it fits me perfectly. It has snaps at the top so I can pull it down for breastfeeding. In the back, it has slits, so if I would get an epidural, they won't have any problems getting in there. It has a little tie on the front. Super soft, super comfortable. I ended up wearing it pretty much the whole day when he was born. It got kind of dirty, but I ended up having to get a spinal after my birth. I'll link to Dominic's birth video if you want all the details about that, but I couldn't really get out of bed much after I delivered, so I just stayed in it for pretty much the whole first day. I'm also bringing this cami because I am hoping to labor in the tub some. So if I end up getting into the tub, I'll just change it to this, and it does have snaps for nursing, although my hospital doesn't really want you to actually give birth in the tub. It's just one that I already have and I don't use it very much, so if it ends up getting ruined, no big deal. I'm not sure if the tub rooms have showers or not. I've heard it's a good idea to bring a pair of your own shoes. So I have flip-flops, so I won't have to go in the shower with my bare feet. With Dominic, I didn't even end up taking a shower because, like I said, because of everything that happened during the birth, I couldn't really get out of bed very much the whole stay. But this time around, hopefully I won't have to get an epidural or a spinal, and then I plan on taking a shower, possibly for relaxation while I'm in labor. I did that at home with Dominic, but definitely after the baby's born. With Dominic, I had baby pee on me for the entire 2 days that we were at the hospital, so I will try to avoid that this time. I have just an extra plastic bag because with Dominic, I threw up, I think like 6 times while I was in labor. It was all at home because I did most of my laboring at home. And once you get to the hospital and you're checked in, I know they have the puke bags for you, but just in case for whatever reason, my labor bag is the closest thing to me and I need to throw up, I will try and use this. And then I have a couple hair bows, even though my hair is kind of too short right now to even put very much of it back into a ponytail, but just in case I would want to, these don't really take up any space. And chapstick, I did use this a couple times with Dominic just because all the breathing and everything, especially because it's in the middle of winter, my lips get really dry, so it's nice to be able to have this. I'll have one in my labor bag, I have one in my suitcase, I have one in my purse, lots of chapstick everywhere. And then the last thing in this bag is my tripod. This is my little flexible tripod. I also have a tall one that my phone is on right now that I'll be bringing because I would like to video. My doula is going to be videoing. I think she might have a tripod, but I'm not sure exactly how the room will be and what the best tripod situation is. Since they don't take up a whole lot of space and I have extra room, I'm going to be bringing both of mine. Since the stem cell kit takes up quite a bit of space and I won't have that after, I'm going to use this as my bag for extra stuff. So like the diapers, probably the hospital might give you some formula samples, any of the extra postpartum supplies, I'll just throw in here. And this is my big suitcase. It's actually not that big, it's actually carry-on size, but it's like the absolute biggest carry-on suitcase that you can get. But like I said, since this has my stuff, my husband's stuff, and the little bit of baby stuff, I feel like it's the appropriate size. This is actually what I used the first time around for just my stuff. So since I've scaled back a little bit, I'm able to fit the extra stuff in it just fine. In this pouch, I have some basic, just like tissues, a couple more hair bows, lotion, deodorant. Extra bag, this will be for my dirty clothes. I have a little bag here with all of my charging stuff. So this is something that was super handy with Dominic's birth. It is a power bank. and it's completely charged right now. For this, I used it postpartum, so I didn't have to worry about finding a wall charger. I just plugged my phone into it. I only used probably not even a third of it my entire hospital stay. So this was perfect for my phone. I'm not bringing a laptop or anything like that. Like, just my phone was perfectly fine. And then just in case, I do have wall chargers. Literally all the baby stuff that I'm bringing is this. We have a muslin blanket. This is for the ride home to keep her warm. She's gonna be going straight into the car seat in the heated car. And then a little going home outfit. Picked out a little maroon shirt with butterflies and flowers on it. Some pink pants that have the feet built in. And a little hat. They'll probably give us a hat at the hospital too, but I figured just in case it doesn't fit or something. The hospital will provide plenty of diapers and any other baby stuff that you might need. So this is everything that we will need for baby. Then for me, they have like lanolin nipple cream at the hospital, but I have this organic nipple butter that I used with Dominic and I really liked. It has dog teeth marks all over it because for whatever reason, my dog thought it would be fun to try and get into it, but the lid still closes and everything, so I'm not worried about it. I have a pair of breast shells. I'm not sure if I'll end up using these or not, but they are helpful for two things. First of all, they help your nipples not get quite as chapped because you get some airflow. And I think this would have really helped with Dominic if I would have used them from the start. And also it takes about a month for your milk to kind of regulate. So if you drip any in the beginning, if you have like one of the little pads or something, it'll just get soaked into that. So with this, you can actually save it, put it in the fridge, and then give it to your baby. With Dominic, my milk didn't come in until actually right when we were leaving the hospital, so about 48 hours after he was born. So I'm not sure if I'll end up needing these or not, but they don't really take up much space, and if I do need them, they're super helpful. I have some mini cheese crackers from Trader Joe's. My husband loves these. He is allowed to go to the cafeteria and the Starbucks inside the hospital. They're not open during the night, so I figure it's good to have one snacky thing in there that he can have. I could have them too if I want, but I had so much hospital food with Dominic that I didn't really need any of our own snacks. I have a couple bras. This is a pumping bra, and I ended up pumping a little bit at the hospital with Dominic because he had low blood sugar. We ended up actually having to give him a little bit of formula. They had me pumped too, so I could give him as much colostrum as I could. And this would have come in handy for Dominic. So bringing that. And then I have just a regular soft nursing bra. I'm also going to bring a super soft like sports bra kind of thing, but right now it needs to be washed, so I'll be packing it after I wash it. And the rest of my clothes, I'm only bringing one pair of pants, and yes, these are super soft pajama pants. I didn't wear pants with Dominic until after I left. The shirts that I have are they're like night shirts. They go down to my thighs, but I'll have the one pair of pants in case I want to walk outside of my room or for when we're coming home. And then I have a few shirts. This one is one of my favorites. I got it at Marshall's and it's kind of old and wearing out, but it's super comfy. It has half-length sleeves, which is perfect for me because I don't like long sleeves. They get just kind of annoying when they're on my wrists, and short sleeves are a little bit too cold. So like the 1/2 and 3/4 sleeves, I love, but it's kind of hard to find shirts that have that, especially like pajamas or nursing shirts. So I wear these a lot, and they have the buttons, so that's perfect for nursing. And I have two more that are kind of similar. I think they both have short sleeves, but similar style other than that. And then I have one extra in case we have to stay an extra day or it gets baby puke all over it or something like that. I'm not bringing any socks or underwear because the hospital gives you the socks with the little rubber no-slip things, so I just plan on wearing that the whole time. They provide the fun mesh underwear as well. That's just what I wore with Dominic, so I'll plan on doing that again. That's everything that I have packed. A couple things that I am going to be throwing in when I'm in labor. This bag with my toiletries. It has toothbrush, toothpaste, lotion. I'm going to be throwing a razor, comb, and vitamins in here before we go. But unless I go into labor right now, I'll be using that stuff in the meantime. So I will throw that stuff in while I'm in labor. I'll be bringing this water bottle. It has a straw top, so it's easy to use. Another last minute thing is my silicone ring. So I will be wearing this instead of my regular wedding ring. I'm able to wear rings still right now because I haven't really had any swelling in my fingers. But like with Dominic, since I kept throwing up and was getting dehydrated, they pumped me full of IV fluids, which of course made me swell up. So I like the idea of the silicone ring. I won't have to worry about it getting stuck or anything. Plus I don't like the idea of bringing jewelry to the hospital. So I'll just put this on before we leave for the hospital. I also have some wireless earbuds. I didn't use them with Dominic, but this is one of those things that it doesn't take up very much space, and if you don't have it and you need it, you'll regret not having it. I have some relaxation tracks on my phone, so maybe I would listen to something like that. Or if I'm calling people and don't want my phone to be on speaker, I can use this. I'll plan on bringing my purse since that has my insurance information in it. All right, well, that is everything for my hospital bags. Let me know what essentials you guys have in your hospital bags. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.